Petty Radio. My name is Jobs, and I am your co-host. Waiting on my co-host, the plug. And we have the legend himself, Grammy Award winner, just father, MC, humanitarian, just a completely dope individual. And did I mention he has made some of the most legendary music in the history of ears? Speech in the building. Upper Arrested Development. That is so fucking dope. And on like at 7 o'clock, like literally, that's so fucking dope, man. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Chilling, chilling, man. How's life, bro?
Life is good. Life is good. Man, I like this room you're in. It's like the whole wood energy is pretty cool.
It's fake, bro.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah, it's a green screen.
it's a green screen. Word
Yes,
up. It's like I'm like,
but it
yo,
kind of
it's like
fits. Yeah, it fits the vibe, you know.
it does. Like I'm like, man, is this a back of a church or something? Like, what is this
Like,
place?
no, bro, I'm broke. No, this shit it looks fancy.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness, man! But how's the family? Everybody good?
Everybody's real good. You know what I mean? I'm blessed, man. Like my family's healthy despite all of the drama. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's in good spirits, so I'm happy. Yeah.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that.
How was
And
yours? How was your people's?
oh my goodness, man! I just had two grandkids.
Get out of here, grandkids, bro.
Yes, literally on the same day, almost an hour apart.
From two different kids or twins?
Yeah, no, two different
Yeah,
kids.
that's like buck wild crazy, dude. That's like
Right,
some the odds of that type of stuff.
incredible, bro. In fucking
Congratulations,
incredible.
man. I've heard nothing but like literally amazing reviews about being a grandparent. So I'm not there yet, but I've
I
heard
don't.
great.
We don't get the greatness of it though, because our grandkids don't live near us.
Okay, I got you. Okay, word up.
You know, like, and I'd be so pissed at some of the like their other grandparents when my kids be like, oh, they're over their grandparents' house. Hey,
Right,
fuck them, you know.
right.
So
Exactly.
jealous.
Yeah, exactly. So you got
Yeah.
any kids that like? Do you have any grown kids that still like living with you or anything?
Oh no, no,
All of that's
everybody is
done.
grown, like doing life.
Man, congrats, congrats.
Yeah, yeah, it's incredible, bruh. It's like my
Like
balls
change
have
your mind.
just grown into epic proportions.
Here you
I'm
go,
like,
man. That's what I'm talking. Beach balls.
Man, so what's the latest project? I know you've been dropping heat. What's the latest project? People want to
Yeah,
know.
I like the latest record I released was Expansion, and
Hmm.
it's my solo album. And I don't do solo albums often, so like this, I don't know. It's probably like my sixth solo album in all my career, and it's really I'm really proud of it. It's a great record. And then Arrested Development released our newest album in September of last year, called "Don't Fight Your Demons."
Classic.
Classic, classic.
Yeah,
So
and that's
yeah,
been well received to say the least.
it has. Like it's funny. Like it's been well received for all of those that have heard it, right? And then
Hmm.
we've sold millions of records over the years. So like for me, well received is relative, right? So
Right.
when I think of like, there's a lot of people that don't know that record exists. So I would love when I go on prayer walks, that's what I pray about. Like I wanted to get to that level where more people know that it's out there, so more people could celebrate it. Because I feel like if this many people love it and celebrate it, then there's more that would love it and celebrate it too. You know.
True. True. What do you think is missing then?
Well, I think the whole industry has changed. Like there's not as much balance of what the different platforms, whether it's streaming radio, like
Hmm.
you know, or whether it's even the platforms that you stream music on, like who they're gonna put out as far as the new music. It's all either payola or it's just I don't know. The politics have changed. Discovery is tougher, I think.
It is. It is. And like even people with more quote unquote fanfare and publicity they're not doing what they would like to have done.
Nah, I mean,
Put it that way. Yeah.
sales for anybody is lower than possibly any time in music history. You know what I mean? Like, I
It's
don't
like
think
a
anybody.
great part. It's a great time in history to be a music fan, but it's a
Yeah,
horrible time to be an artist.
there you go.
Yeah.
And especially
That's
if you
sad.
know all the good stuff out there, it's a great time to be a fan because there is a lot of great music out there.
Yeah, yeah. Like like give me a really dope black band.
Bro, you caught me. Well, you know, there's some young girls. They're not all black, but they're all women of color.
Hmm.
And I'm forgetting it. No, Meet Me at the Altar. It's a rock band. So like they're little young girls, which are they're fresh. Like their live show is crazy, and they're on streaming services. Meet Me at the Altar.
That's pretty
They're from-
dope.
yeah, they're nice. I like them. So that's like rock. They remind me of like a woman's Living Color. If you remember Living Color.
I do remember Living Color.
Yeah, so it's like that. It's vibe. It's good. It's really
I'm
really
more
good.
like a Nirvana rock fan as
Yeah,
opposed to like Living Color.
I get
And
you. I get you.
as far as the style of music, put it that way.
Yeah,
But in Living Color, it was dope seeing brothers.
real dope.
That was very dope. Like I thought like I wasn't a rock fan, but I'm
Yeah,
like, wow, like bro, we can do that shit too.
yeah. Well,
And
you
then you
know,
get older and you learn the history.
yeah, we created that joint. Yeah.
But for me, like that, they were probably the first brothers that I really looked up and was like, okay, they're doing rock. So shout out
You
to
know, for
Living
me,
Color.
there was a band out of Atlanta, and what were they called? Freaking Follow for Now, which they got from Public Enemy's lyric, Chuck D's lyric, Follow for Now.
Okay.
And they were a rock band, black rock band out of Atlanta. At the same time that we got signed, they got signed to the same label. And then they got dropped. They had done their entire album and got dropped as soon as the record was out.
Hmm.
And we didn't. So they were on fire in Atlanta. Like they used to pack all the clubs. My point is, Wild Peach, them was some great black rock bands coming out of Atlanta. You know, so I was used to some of that really great black rock. You know what I mean?
I definitely know what you mean, bro. Like, and that's the beautiful thing about you is that like a lot of people don't want to give credit where credit is due, or they're not fans of music. They're fans of, oh, I made a lot of money last month or whatever the case is, but they're not really fans of music. And you have no problem, man, saying other people are dope too.
Man, let me tell you. I mean, for me personally, I'm inspired by music still. So like, if people are dope, that's to me that keeps me going. It gives me fuel. It's like, yeah, I love inspiration. Like, that's always been my thing, man. I never, but it's never been about the bag for me either. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to make money. I'm not saying I'm against it. I was just telling my wife, we need to get certain things at the crib. She wants to get a G wagon. It all takes money, but I'm just saying, it's not been about that for me.
You were able to be successful early on too, though.
Yeah,
So that
first album,
helps.
first album. It does,
Yeah.
and I wrote and produced everything, pretty much everything.
So
So I mean that helps
you
too.
still getting checks off that album.
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely, which is a
Wow.
blessing. Yeah,
Man, that's gotta feel fucking good, bro.
it does. I mean,
Like
it's
I am not monetarily. There's nothing I am making, as a result of some shit. Well, I went to school, but like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it's a check. It's still coming. That's man. It's a great fucking feeling, man. I'm sorry.
No, no, you're right. I mean, I literally, for real, just today, I was thanking God about that. Now I've done it a million times, but I'm saying like
Mhm.
even today, I was thanking God about that fact. Because for me, dude, I'm in my own shell, and I know I'm a dude from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, with a lot of passion, but that wasn't supposed to make it because nobody I knew made it out of Milwaukee back then.
Mhm.
Nobody. So I
Except
know the
Cuckoo Cow.
odds.
Shout out to Cuckoo Cow. My bad.
But that's more recent. I'm saying back when I was there. You know what I mean? When I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
can't
Shout out to
tell
Cuckoo,
anybody.
of course. My man Twan Mack, my man Kamanzi. There's a lot of people that's doing their thing. You know, and the hip hop scene is vibrant there in its own way.
And that's low key as a result of you.
Well, I agree. I think I pave some ways, pave some roadways, for people to be able to do things. And I mean, I connect with a lot of these cats. Like I produce Strick Love, who Steve Strick, who's rocks with Master Ace. Kamanzi rock with Africa Bambaataa. I mean, Twan rocks with me. I mean, a lot of people I knew are still doing their thing. So yeah, roads have been paved.
Definitely, man, and absolutely a legend. Um, when you going back on tour soon, right? Well, not necessarily tour, but when you gonna start
Yeah,
doing shows, or have you
yeah,
stopped?
that. We stopped for a year now. So because of COVID only, I mean, we had shows lined up in Dubai, Europe, Africa, Canada, US, all of which were at first postponed because if you remember, nobody knew how long this was going to last, right? So,
Hmm.
we all thought it was going to be a month or two, what I'm saying? Like when this
Yeah,
first started back in early 2020, now it's a year later and we're still in the throes of it. So, we're all just trying to figure it out. And so is the whole music industry. Not to mention, you can't travel overseas easily. So, I mean, it's not going to be any tours for probably a minute, but we got a show coming up in March,
hmm,
and even that it was booked for tomorrow,
right.
and it got postponed again. So you never know. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? This
Oh
thing keeps
wow.
changing, keeps changing.
Yeah, I thought I had saw tomorrow, and I'm like, okay, yeah, something must have happened.
Yeah,
Wow, so that's still the COVID, huh?
yeah. COVID changed it, so they pushed it back to March 27th in Atlanta, which is great. It's right here where I live, so that's nice.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's a different atmosphere out there, bro. It really is.
It's amazing how like I see a lot of people at this point having concerts or shows at clubs or whatnot, and it seems to be that a lot of people kind of like, okay, let's go ahead.
I've seen that too, but I can't rock like that. And I tell you why. For me, first of all, I have asthma, so I'm not
Okay,
I'm not playing with this.
okay,
I've lost friends to this, and I don't. You never know, but I
right.
don't plan. At least I'm not just trying to ignore the advice, and I'm not trying to just wing it and then end up this temporary virus being the thing that takes me out. I'm not that dude. Number one. Number two, I got two old parents. They're in
Hmm.
their 80s and I still see them every once in a while. So I can't, I like literally just about an hour ago,
Mm.
I got a call from my mother that my stepfather fell and
Mm.
and she needed me and my queen to come pick him up because she
Oh
couldn't get
wow.
him up. So my point is that I can't play around like that. Like that's maybe cute for somebody else, but that's not cute for me. And my drummer lost his wife. I
Mm.
had a one of my favorite MCs out of London named Ty. He died from COVID.
Oh wow.
So I mean, I'm not playing with this, man. Let it, to each his own, but that's not me. I'm good. I'm trying to wing this out, make sure we get through this thing.
I'm not mad at you, bro. Like especially if I could afford to just chill,
Yeah,
man. Oh, but I've well, I can't. I've seen a lot of it though. Let's just put it that way.
yeah,
And
yeah.
rest in peace to your people that you lost deeply.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Our
Thank you.
deepest
Mad
condolences.
appreciate it. Mad appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, and how's your stepfather though? He okay?
He's good. Yeah. I mean, literally 87 years old. And when he falls, he cannot get up on his own. So, like, that's just the phase that he's at. And
Man,
I've had to drive out numerous times, they're 40 minutes away, 30 minutes away, but I have to drive out just to pick him up because it ain't working like that. So, but it's life, man. Like, there's different stages, bro. This is one of the real
man.
stages.
Yes, and I am
But
definitely in.
grandfather.
Yes, I am in old man stage. Like I'm not like 87 old, but
Right. No,
you
no, no.
know,
I feel you. I
he
feel
makes it. You make it to 87 though, man. You have done right
good.
by life.
You've done right, baby. I have no issues, man. Like
Yeah,
87, you deserve it. Anything you get as far as good days, you well deserve it, man. You've put in time.
yeah. I've always kind of debated myself as to how far I personally want to exist, and
I'm with you on that.
I, I don't 87 like the whole heart situation that I had last year. that really kind of changed how I look at shit. Like in my mind before that, it was kind of like if I make it to 80, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, my expectations is, geez, bro, I don't know. Like if
yeah,
I wake
bro.
up tomorrow, I'm good.
You're good. Yeah, I feel you. It does change your perspective.
Oh my God, it does, man. At 87, oh wow, that's geez. Can't imagine the shit he's seen at 87.
It's so much, bro. It's
Oh,
so
you ever just talk to an old person,
all the time.
about
Oh,
their life?
stop. All the time.
It's
Like
some
that's
fucking dope shit.
it's dope. I
Yes,
love it.
yes, yes.
Because if
Hey,
you live, we all going there. We all gonna get there in just a minute if we live.
man, I'm about to knock my cup over and shit. My bad. But absolutely, man, and just listening to like just the everyday shit that they went through,
Uh,
but during a completely different time on the planet.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, man. For me, that's some priceless shit.
It's priceless.
Yeah, and
There's a saying, there's an old wise saying that says every time an elder dies, a library is burned to the ground. You ever heard of that?
I have heard that. That
That's a hot proverb right there. I love that. It's
I'm
so
surprised.
true.
You should use that, bro.
You know what? It's a great proverb. I planned on using it for a TV show at one point, but never used it for a song yet.
I
Yeah.
mean, shit, why not?
I ain't against it. Trust. I mean, I like anything that's clever and good. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I jot
I'm
down
sure
stuff.
Configure's got some heat for you.
Configure's he's always cooking something up.
Man, how do you meet a cat way over in the UK?
That's one of the cool things I like about the internet, right? Because I heard my man Jahi from Public Radio, Enemy Radio,
Mm-hmm.
Public Enemy, Chuck D. He released a record, Future Forward, Forward Future, one or the other, and great record. And I was like, who did the beats? And he told me Configure, and I was like, yo, nice. And apparently he talked to Configure or something, and Configure reached out, and we connected, messed around with some beats ourselves because I produce and he produced, and between our two stuff, added with a few other incredible producers, the Don't Fight Your Demons album came out, and I'm so proud of that record. It's ridiculous. So like, dude is always in the lab, man, and one of the fastest, most prolific and efficient, beat makers.
That's that's impressive to hear from a legend like yourself. So shout out to Configure. And we did have the honor and privilege of having him on the show before.
Yeah,
Just make sure we all fairness out there. And hold on, I think this is my co-host waiting to get in.
it's all good.
And I think that would be the plug to the side. What's good, bro? Can you hear us? Shit still connecting. Yeah, you need to turn your phone to the side. I do
Yo,
apologize, speech.
No, it's all good, bro.
see, man, these iPhones, man. I don't know, man.
Can't blame the phone, bro.
It's every week, bro. It's every week, bro. Speech, what's good, bro? How you doing, man?
Doing great, bro. How are you?
I'm great, man. Blessing to have you again, man.
It's a blessing to be here, baby. It's a blessing to be here. We just chopping it up. We talk about a little bit of everything, man. Like
No,
Oh
man.
man, yeah.
we talk about this nice church he in right now. We talking about grandkids.
Hey, man, look, he got encyclopedias back there. Like,
He got encyclopedias. He got everything, man. We
Yeah,
are.
that's my whole book collection.
It's right
Yeah,
there.
over there, that way.
Right. The six, yeah, the six books.
Right.
the whole R.L. Stein collection back then left
Oh
over.
my goodness. Hey, don't front on the whole encyclopedia collection.
I
Though.
see you, bro.
Hey,
I
the
see.
encyclopedia. Hey, if you had a whole encyclopedia collection, y'all had bread back in the day.
Oh, definitely.
That
Nah,
was definitely a status symbol.
they used to come door to door, man. Like,
Man,
We had them. We had encyclopedias. Yeah, my whole life.
yo, what's the worst job you had?
The one that I hated the most was I was a busboy at the airport, Atlanta airport.
That is such a horrible job to have, man. But salute to all the bus boys out there, because that shit is is a hell of a. I have been a busboy myself. That shit's a lot of fucking work
It
for
sure is.
nothing.
And you standing up all night. So like I have flat feet, so that wasn't a good look. I was a
Facts.
pain.
Oh,
Yo, I'm flat footed too. Like I used to work at Fuddruckers, bro. Like
Yeah.
I was the worst bus boy ever, bro. Like they was like, yo, make him a cook. Like I used to just be like mad slow. I didn't care. Like,
and then you don't even get tips. You get like
yeah, you
crumbs
get no tips.
from the waiters' tips.
Yeah, I used to get robbed because sometimes I wouldn't get my cut. Like they were
Oh
supposed
my
to get my
god,
cut at the end of the night, and they wouldn't give it to me. You
man,
know,
yeah.
crazy.
Yo, we worked
Yeah,
with a Spanish chick and she used to rob everybody too. And then like when you press her about your money, like she can't speak English no more. And she talk
right.
about kids. You know what I'm saying? The same, I mean, every day.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, shit sounds like it worked.
It worked. It
It
worked like a
worked.
charm, bro.
Right. I kind of can't be mad at her.
That's funny.
Yo, the dopest MC you have worked with and the dopest MC to you personally.
That's a great question, bro. Dopest MC to me personally, at the end of the day, is Eminem to me. Um, I mean, as far as just lyricism, just overall skills with flow, different styles, so on and so forth. That to me. And then, but but for me, I'm a conscious dude, so I like people that spit messages. And so for me, over the years, who's made probably the most impact on me is Chuck D, because those early records, Fear the Black Planet, Takes a Million, Bum Rush a Show, so on and so forth. Like those joints were so influential on my growth and just me loving hip hop music and all of that. So I feel like he's still gonna always be one of my top. And I've worked with him, so that answers that part of the question.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. But they like polar opposites. Like I respect. I mean, yo, me and Jobs go back and forth about him all the time.
You crying on the inside about him saying Eminem.
No, I'm not.
You
I'm
hurt,
not,
bro.
I'm-
Admit it.
Number one.
Right.
Like that's all.
This nigga hates Eminem, bro.
I don't hate Eminem. I hate the way you represent Eminem.
He hates
the way
Eminem,
Speech
bro.
said it. It's understandable. You know what I'm saying? I respect
I say the
it.
same thing about Eminem.
No,
all
you
the
don't.
time.
No, you
Eminem
don't.
on Eminem
No,
on
you
dope,
don't.
phenomenal.
No, you don't.
Sober Eminem is trash.
See, for me, it's just a skill set though. Like the different rhythms he spits, the different double entendres. I mean, it's just he has a lot of things combined into his lyrics. It seems like he writes and takes a long time to like really marinate on them lyrics to make sure that he's squeezing as much out of each line as he possibly can. That's what it seems like to me when I listen to Eminem.
I like M songs. I think the Eminem Show was probably my favorite M album.
Uh-huh.
And I stopped listening after that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna front.
I'm with you on that.
And I check for him. On certain songs. When me and Jobs argue all the time, like I respect him. He's not my top 10, but I'm not gonna say and tell you that dude can't rap. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy. He can rap. Yeah, he can rap better than 95, you know what I'm saying, percent of everybody who raps. I just think it's an elite class that can't be touched. Yeah. And then it's everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You can figure that out, in my opinion.
Yeah, and see, to me, I don't listen to M a lot. So for me, it's more of the technical ability to construct and then execute a rhyme. And right. I've never seen him live. So I've often said to myself, how is he spitting this live? And is his dude allowing him to catch his breath like every other word? Because some of that stuff seems undoable live, and I'd have to see it to believe it. So I just have to see him. I've never seen him live, so I don't know. I'm just really looking at his skill set in the studio and on the mic, in the studio, and just what he's pulled off.
I respect that.
But I actually don't listen to him hardly. I might listen to a whole album and I'll enjoy it for what it is. But subject matter wise, I could never rock with an M record too many times because it just doesn't relate to anything that I'm about or what I even I don't
Right.
know. It doesn't relate to me in too many ways, but obviously it relates to millions of people. So you know what I'm saying? He's the only one that's still pulling off selling some records right now.
He is. He is.
Got the most loyal fan base in the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, we got to salute him. I mean, even regardless, the fact that he's been around for so long and still stays with really good record sales right now.
Yeah.
Is not just because he's white, but he has skill and he keeps doing stuff that his fan base definitely loves. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
He's still trash now. I'm sorry.
I mean, I respect you for keeping it real when you come with that angle. I respect you for that.
Yeah, I'm from the you know, I'm from Detroit. You know, so I'm like, there's people out of Detroit that I think are doper than him.
And I've
Although
never seen
he
Eminem
does
wear
have two
tennis,
classic
bro.
CDs. So, you know,
Why Eminem don't wear top tens?
because he's a white dude, bro.
I'm just saying he wear Jordans. He's always wore J's.
He's a white dude, bro.
Now he's just a white dude. See, yeah, see.
I'm just
now
saying,
he's
like,
just a white
in
dude.
Detroit,
Right, okay.
that's a big difference in Detroit.
I understand.
Like culturally, like even though he may have grew up somewhere in Detroit at some point, like in Detroit at that time frame was probably 97% black people in the city.
He was smoking. He was smoking y'all dudes.
He was. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he was cooking y'all.
Yo, and I grew up down the street from the hip hop shop, which was pretty fucking dope. Yes,
it's legendary.
Yes, like that's where they used to rhyme back in the day. I went up there, you know, before several times actually, but you know, it was fucking dope to have a dude sell clothes from Detroit. Maurice Malone was the first dude I had heard to do that shit, and he was right down the street from me.
That's fire.
That was pretty fucking dope, you know. So and you know, like a lot of shit like that. You look back, man, like stores up and down the street and shit that you remember and shit like that, and you think about it. Wow, so and so owned that, and they black.
Yeah,
pretty fucking dope memories, man. This type
dope.
of shit I want to leave for my kids.
Yeah.
What are you legacy wise? Where's speech in 100 years?
I don't know, bro. You know, I really don't, and I don't think about it often, and I think about it, but not often, because everything is so unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, like the whole trajectory of hip hop has been so unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I come from an era where I turned down a Coke deal for $1 million, right? They offered $1 million. I turned it down because it was, to me, a sellout of hip hop music in the purity of what it's all about. Not forget the music, like the purity of the music, just the purity of the whole culture. And now that's like the craziest thing in the world to do. It's so accepted, not only accept a Coke deal or any deal, to go after as many Coke deals as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, my point is the trajectory of everything has changed so much that I have no clue what the trajectory is going to be 20, 30, 40 years from now. So what my legacy will end up being to them, whoever they are in the future, it could be incredibly huge or it could be non-existent. You know, like, I don't know. Or it could be in the middle, but I don't know. I really don't know. I can't call it. I can't call it.
I don't know. At some point, the original Arrested Development and that whole movement that you had is gonna come back.
It is.
And you saying like with new people doing their version
with new
of
people doing their version of it.
I mean, I agree.
You're going to be the nucleus and epicenter of that movement.
I mean, I hope you're right. I say that because I feel like we need that part of it in the scope of hip hop. I feel like that's important.
Do you think that your generation has done a good enough job creating the next generation of that?
I talk about it on this new "Don't Fight Your Demons" album. You know, I don't know if the young MCs honor anybody that's older than them. Like, my experience is that they don't. Yours may be different, but every MC that I know who's younger, they don't know who Run DMC is. They don't know who Public Enemy is. They don't know who, LL Cool. Well, they know LL Cool J as an actor. So my point is like they are not honoring the stuff from the past. I don't come from that school. So my school, not only did I know all the soul music from the past, I knew the R&B, the jazz. We dug in crates. Like we knew these artists. We got familiar at least with these artists over time a lot because we were all in their catalogs. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to know who played the bass and the drums. And, over time, you get really familiar with stuff that was from another generation before you.
Right.
But that's not the thing now. Like sampling, number one, is not as popular as it used to be. And then number two, the younger artists are on a different tip. My experience is that.
That's an interesting take on it.
Yeah, I think like that movement is gonna come back though. Like I think about like as a kid, like I remember, like specifically remember, I know when I saw an X-Clan video. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't forget that.
X-Clan,
you know what I mean? Like you don't forget that. Like when I saw Arrested Development, you don't forget that. And I was a kid. I was 7 years old, and my mom was in the military. Like, but she was bringing me back all these medallions, and you know what I'm saying, kente clothes. So as a youngin, you know what I mean, I was rocking this stuff. It's definitely gonna make its way back because like now, it's so many more people that's opening their eyes and that's being more accepting of our culture for what it is, and going back and doing their history. You know what I mean? And
good. I do. Yeah. I will say this. I think I agree with you because like even the Don't Fight Your Demons album, for instance, and even my new album, Expansion, like there is younger dudes and girls that's getting into this music. And even at our shows, I've seen a trend of like, back before COVID, where we're starting to see these younger people that's like, yo, we're just getting into you, So, I'm happy. I'm happy. I want that to happen. I think it's a need, it's a need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all make some dope shit though too, bro.
I agree.
Like, are you competitive?
In some ways, yeah. Like I definitely want to be competitive lyrically. I want to be innovative lyrically, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. At the same time, I want to be relevant. Like I want to say something that I think is needed. Well, put it this way, man, to give you history on me. My mom is a publisher. So she publishes a newspaper.
That's dope.
The longest Black-owned newspaper and biggest Black-owned newspaper in Wisconsin, right? So I have a viewpoint of publishing things. Like I believe in getting the information out. No matter who reads it, doesn't read it, no matter who rocks with it, doesn't rock with it, get the information out. Say your piece. So that's the background I come from. So it might explain to some people how I look at music. So like it's competitive, but it's also a service, like in a sense. Like I believe in making sure that the message gets out there.
Right.
But you don't ever be sitting at home like, damn, I'm so much better than that person.
Oh, all the time. Yeah, I do.
Yo, like you remember, like you had to have some like knowledge, yo, to rap. You know what I mean? Like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
no, bro. There was never a time where you just had to have knowledge to rap, bro.
I can't even say it's a Midwest thing because speech from the Midwest too. Like, yo, I'm on the East Coast, bro. But like, I grew up, you know what I mean? I came up around like 5%ers and all that. Like, I was introduced to that stuff at a really young age. You know what I mean? NOI, you know what I mean? My dad's must, like all this other stuff. Like, so that's the stuff that I was always attracted to. Like, I couldn't, nobody could just rap about stupid stuff. Like, that had to grow on me for a while. You know what I mean? For me to even start entertaining some of the stuff I even listened to. Like, I love Project Pat. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah. I love Project Pat. Got some dope songs, but
no, you don't, bro.
That's crazy. No, man, listen. Hey, Speech, you know who Big Herc is?
No.
Oh my God.
No?
Okay,
all right. Never mind. That's a whole nother conversation. This guy disrespects legends in the game, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Am I not allowed to have an opinion on whom I like in hip hop?
Certain names you just can't say. You can't disrespect.
How is it disrespect? Just by giving you my opinion.
You keep putting this guy over people who won Grammys, bro. Just because he's from Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
Let me ask you this, Speech. Is there like a guy that like was really dope when you were growing up in Milwaukee? Didn't make it like worldwide, but in Milwaukee, really fucking fire at the time.
Yeah, two people that come to mind, like T.A. Wiz, who used to be in a crew with me. He rest in peace. And Kamanzi, like Kamanzi's a great battle rapper. Never got signed. Neither of them ever got signed, but dope MCs. Crazy.
Now, with that being said, would you say either one of those dudes are better than Ghostface Killer?
It's hard to say because, like, in certain forms of MCing, yes. Like TA to me would be his styles were more I shouldn't say innovative. His styles were just he flowed well. He's sort of like a Snoop Dogg with his cool factor.
Mm-hmm.
And then my man Kamanzi battling, definitely he is battling.
Yeah, no, see, you're saying it realistically.
Yeah, like certain categories.
You're saying like, yo, my man could battle Ghostface freestyle off the top and beat him. That's what you're saying. No
doubt. I am saying
this dude's saying 4 mic albums, into the Wu-Tang, all this stuff.
Right.
My dude's better. Man, come on, bro. Like you just can't nah, man. No. It's apples and oranges, yo. You're not saying what he's saying, bro.
I think dude is better than Eminem.
Yeah, and you're bugging. Now he's about to say you're bugging. He don't even know who he is.
Out of Detroit, he's the GOAT for me. That's I'm just saying, and I'm not knocking anybody else.
Was Eminem inspired by him too?
I don't know. Honestly, I would say Eminem really kind of stole Esham's whole swag, but was a better lyricist. And Esham did great, like underground. I don't know if you're familiar, like with the red tape back in the day. Oh my God, he's like the first person from Detroit that sold shit out the trunk, and he's still selling music, like since I don't know '88.
That's dope.
Yeah, so go fuck with some Esham. Some weird. He made some interesting Satan worshiping type shit, literally.
Right. Yeah. I'll check him out. Definitely.
But he's been doing this shit for like 30 years.
The best dudes out of Detroit, Royce, Elzai, and
to me, Royce
those cats
incredible.
Would say
yeah, Royce is incredible. Like Royce better than him.
Incredible.
Yeah, Royce is absolutely incredible.
Yes. But those cats would say that Big Herc was the best out of Detroit or one of the best out of Detroit ever.
Like, yo, if you say the dude, like, yo, he was inspirational to you, like he was like, I get it.
No,
like,
it's I'm saying he doper. I got a right to say that, right?
It's a dude in Baltimore named Tim Trees, yo. He got a legendary song. It's a Baltimore anthem. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say, because he from Baltimore, yo, he better than, you know what I'm saying? He better than such and such. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, yo, give him his props. He's a legend. He came on the show. Listen, I dissed this dude for years. You know what I'm saying? Because Jobs represented this dude so bad. He disrespected so many rappers, placing this dude over him. And nobody's ever heard of him but him and his cousin. You know what I mean? But bro came on the show and he was super cool. You know what I'm saying? But man, bro.
He was.
Shout out Big Herc though.
So has anybody ever been like, oh, Speech, you're trash?
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like,
take it personally.
Sometimes, when I do take it personally, it's usually when it's people that know the skill, like they're good at the craft. And if they say it, then I take that personally because they gotta know that that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous statement. Yeah. Like if you trash,
you're gonna go home and cry.
No,
yeah.
I would. I don't. But see, this is my thing. I don't idolize no man like that. No man. There's no man that I could meet and I idolize to that level. So Prince is my favorite artist ever. I've met him and I give him props. Surely give him his roses while I'm right there in front of him. But I never, you know what I'm saying? Like, like how J. Cole said, I let Nas down. Like I could never write a record like that. Like Chuck D, I love him, but I could never, you know what I'm saying?
I let Chuck D down.
Nah, I mean, nah.
I feel you.
But there is nobody in my life. There's no human being that I could, you know.
See the difference between like the 90s and now, like back then it was, I'm coming for your neck. Like Cannabis came straight in the game and went an LL net. You
yeah, went straight
like,
at what KRS One went at everybody that was big at the moment.
Yeah.
50 Cent, same difference. Right. I mean, Ice Cube, same difference.
It was definitely way more competitive. Like now it's we all friends, you know what I mean? It's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's cool, but it's like,
what age the friends are they killing each other? One or the other.
Right, one or the other.
Yeah, niggas super cool.
It's both extremes.
Yeah.
No, that's a great point, because that's so true. Like people are either killing each other or they're super tight.
Yeah.
Right. You know, like it's sad too, man. You know, but that's a whole other story, man. How's the school going too?
Man, so I got this school Victory Spot, which is what you talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I mean, like it's 5.5 years in the making now where we've been open. And basically we teach everything from like, live instruments to like dance, singing, art, acting. And so it's cool because like I know that I'm having an impact on young artists. And in fact, a lot of the artists on my solo album Expansion are from the school. Either they're some of the instructors from the school or they're some of the students from the school. So I love that fact that like they're on a major record and they're like so grateful, you know what I mean? And I love giving these students that opportunity. So yeah, Victory Spot.
That's dope.
That is
dope.
I don't like other people's kids that much. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a kid person. Like at the end of the day, my wife loves kids too much for me not to have been soaked into the whole thing now. Like kids are part of my world now.
There's nothing better than being a teacher, bro. Appreciate
you know, that's funny you say that, dude, because like if I didn't become a musician, that's what I wanted to be, was a teacher.
Wow.
But you kind of are.
No, I agree with that. I agree. At the end of the day, I kind of are.
Yeah, like you've taught a lot of people a lot of shit effortlessly.
Yeah, that's
effortlessly.
True. Yeah, it's like the spirit of it still is in all the music. So I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day. But if I didn't make it at music back when I was younger, I was gonna do that. I was gonna be a teacher. At least that was the dream.
Yeah, I couldn't be a teacher, bro. I'd have been made world star.
Right, exactly, right. Doing something.
I'd have been made world star.
I'd be the little bald man losing his fucking mind. I can't take it anymore.
I'd have been went viral, G. I ain't gonna hold it.
Yeah, man.
That's funny.
Teach a DDT student and desk like that would have been. That would have been me.
That's funny. Yeah.
You dumb, bro.
That's facts, though.
So let me ask you this, man. What's your most proud moment of your career? Not like your family, but you, man. You did some shit.
For me, it was so like back in '93. I mean, there's a lot of proud moments, but my most proud moment for me was back in '92 or '93. Arrested Development headlined the biggest venue in Wisconsin. It holds about 40,000, 30,000 people, I forget. Ooh. And I grew up watching all of my legends rock that stage, Run DMC, you name it, Prince, whoever. And I always dreamt of rocking that stage. And so when Arrested Development blew up, we did a show in the daytime in Denver. At 3:00, we were on a Lollapalooza tour, which was a huge tour. Rage Against the Machine, Fishbone, Primus, Soundgarden. I mean, just really big tour. And we rocked the 3:00 slot, got in a private jet, jetted to Milwaukee. Police escorts from the private airport straight to the stage. Like our show was to start at 7. We literally got to the venue at about 6:45. That was the most rock and roll legend like type of thing I'd ever experienced. And it was in my hometown. Everybody that I grew up with was in that stadium, and we tore the place to the ground. That was, for me personally, it's not on the level of like our first single, Arrested Development's Tennessee, is my most favorite song for personal reasons, right? But this show that I just described was that moment that just will forever for me go down in history for my own personal achievements. I've met Mandela. I've done a lot of great things that I'm proud of.
Wow, you
but
met
that,
Mandela?
Oh man.
And you just said that shit
We were the first to give
real casual, right?
Right. We were the first Black group, to our knowledge, to give money to the ANC. We went to South Africa, met with Nelson Mandela. I spoke with him on stage. We spoke to a crowd of about 20,000 people, and it was amazing. I mean, and that's just some of the stuff. I mean, you know what I mean? It's so much, man.
Wow, did you meet Winnie too?
No, did not.
Oh man, I would love to.
No.
I would love to meet her. How was he though? My bad, bro.
Amazing. And not only was he amazing, because everybody is made up of the experiences they've been through. Mandela has been through more than most.
Yeah.
And so a revolutionary man, spent all of that time, decades in prison, comes out, becomes president. I mean, come on. This man, outstanding. So then, and to see the country of South Africa in such a hopeful place, because apartheid was just ending and a new era was starting. It was amazing, man, just to see their response to him. For me, as I told you, I respect all people who are honorable, but I rarely have that fanboy type of thing with anybody. So for me, it was just amazing to see him. But I still, like I said, I mean, I put it in perspective, but it was still amazing. Amazing.
Go ahead, bro. You want to say something?
What's a low light that the same way you describe that high, performing at Lollapalooza?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a low point for you that,
Yeah, definitely. One of them was, okay, so it was Wu-Tang, Busta, De La, Gangstar,
wow,
Tribe.
Damn.
We're all on the exact same bill at Summer Jam, Hot 97 Summer Jam, and maybe 93 or 4, somewhere in there. And I'm in the crowd because all of these people, I knew them anyway, but I'm fans. I'm a fan. So I'm in the crowd rocking to their shows. We're one of the last groups because we're huge. Right. And Wu-Tang's closing that night. And so we're one of the last groups. So I'm in the crowd for all of those groups I just mentioned. All of them put on great shows. Incredible. We get on, and I'm feeling like we just got back from South Africa meeting with Nelson Mandela the night before. So this is like a highlight, pinnacle moment for me. We get on stage and we get booed from start to finish.
Wow.
We got booed.
Wow.
And it wasn't because the show was whack. We were killing it. But the tide had changed.
Yeah.
And it was one of those, reminds me of when Drake just got booed at my man's concert festival. Forgetting his name right now. But Tyler, the Creator, had a festival.
Okay.
And Drake got booed off the stage because people wanted to see somebody else. And I think that's basically what happened with us that night. And it was a low point
in front of Wu-Tang.
It was a low point for me because I wanted to rock for these people that I just watched. Like I wanted them to see us tear it down, just like they just tore it down. And we do tear it down. Like, make no mistakes. Arrested Development tears down any place we go to. Make no mistakes. So I wanted to tear that down for them, just artist to artist.
Right.
And because we got booed, it just was a low point because the crowd was just on some moody stuff. It had nothing to do with our show. They was just on some crazy stuff. And it was New York. You guys got to take yourself back, okay? So take yourselves back to the early 90s. New York, West Coast, East Coast, the whole beef, the whole 9 yards was going strong. South, this is pre-Outkast, this is pre-trap music and all of the dirty South type stuff. So you just got to put yourself in the headspace of what was going on back then. So anyway, my point is that it was a low point because it was like, you know, whenever you have this high in your life, whatever it is, and then something bad happened, is it just crashed. That was like one of those crash moments.
Right. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's New York though, man.
New York can be
crazy. Real, son.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but like if you listen, that lineup, y'all stand out a little bit.
Yeah, right.
But see, but you know what? It got to be that way. But the truth of the matter is, prior, there was tours with Young MC, Public Enemy, Ice Cube, MC Hammer. We was touring at the same time. So what ended up starting to the game has sort of metamorphosized into a scenario where Arrested Development shouldn't be on that lineup. You get what I'm saying? Like the game changed. It wasn't that we really shouldn't have been, because to me, my view at least, is that you should have a diverse roster. That's fresh, but that's not how it started to morph into something different where everyone was supposed to sort of be on the same sort of tip. But it wasn't that way in the past, man. Let me trust. I went to go see Public Enemy, and I hated MC Hammer as a musician, as an artist. And he tore the place down. I was like, my gosh, this dude is a great performer.
I said the same fucking shit, man. I used to. Oh, you talking about hating? Oh, I used to hate the fuck out of MC Hammer. Talk all types of shit,
but his show was undeniable in the beginning. Undeniable. Nobody
circus.
Now his rhymes was never great, but I'm just saying his show. In the beginning of his career, I don't care who you are. I don't care how hardcore, whatever you like in music. If you saw that show back in the day,
you were impressed
early on. You were going to be a fan of Hammer to some extent or another because it was just pure genius. The show was great.
Yes.
It was great. High energy. The crowd was going bananas. Man. I mean, bananas.
Yo,
I left out of there. I left out of there singing "Let's Get It Started."
There you go.
Hammer was fire, yo. Hammer was fire. Till he tried to go gangster, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
That was horrible.
Yo, and that's
horrible.
And this is why
bumps. What was it? Bumps and the rumps.
Yo, bumps and the bumps, bro. Yo, bumps and the bumps. Terrible, bro.
It is speed.
Horrible. But this is why I can appreciate the speech, man, because like he always stayed true to himself, bro. Like, yo, Hammer was talking shit in a Speedo, my nigga. Like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? He was shiny. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, nah.
But you know what? Hammer had the same moment that Speech had and didn't handle it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Hammer could fight too. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of like low-key a cheat code.
Should have fought whoever
you know
told
him.
Like,
it's low-key a cheat code for real, bro.
So,
yeah, like, yo, you can't be that coordinated and can fight too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes like that, it ain't right, bro. Like,
no, I mean, like, dude, the shows were diverse back then. So, like, for me, it would have been. But see, here's the deal, though. Like, Arrested Development, we toured with Gangstar. We were touring with Gangstar. We did a show with Tribe already. We had done a show with De La already. My point is that it was just the tide was changing. People wanted something different, and it just was a bad night. We didn't get booed from that point on at any other place, but we did that night.
Yeah, I have been booed, bro. I understand.
Yo, we had this conversation earlier. Yo. I ain't been booed by. I have though, but it was like work though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same,
hurt, bro. No, I was fucking hurt, nigga. I have been booed, nigga, and I didn't get no check. There was no consolation prize, nigga. I just got booed.
Yo, ain't nobody rag on you?
No, nigga felt bad for me, man.
Oh man, see, you lucky you ain't gonna meet
that. Shit was like never spoken. I'm the only person that brings that shit up. It was like my cousin and my brother was there and seeing me get just merciless.
What were you doing, Josh? What were you doing, bro?
I used to be a rapper, man.
Oh, okay, so you was okay. So they was booing the show. Okay, there you
Yeah.
go.
Oh my God, booed me bad too.
This
I mean,
dude,
the whole scenario was
cardboard box
bad.
in '97. You know what I'm
Huh?
What you
saying?
say?
Say he came with a cardboard box in '97. Like he, you know what I mean?
No, it wasn't that, man. It's just like I did the it was just a whole
Oh,
clusterfuck. The whole
okay. That's what
thing.
you told me earlier, right?
Yeah. The whole thing was a clusterfuck. You know, we got there late. I didn't have the music I was supposed to, Blase Splee. I ended up doing a song that I didn't, that I shouldn't have done.
Right,
And
right,
man,
right. Yeah,
it was brutal.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Nightmares.
I wanted to go hide and shit, man. And
Yeah.
we never talked about it again. Shit disappeared,
Bro,
disappeared from our memory banks.
I would not. Yeah, see, I woun't have let that. I'd have brought that. Yo, I got a homie. Every year on my birthday, he posts this ugly ass picture of me, man. I passed out drunk, like at a party. Every year, because he just every year he
That's a
just
good
reminds me.
friend.
Post. Yeah, great friend. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That's funny.
you know
Just a
what I do?
slight reminder.
Yeah, yeah, we all. Oh, man, I'm glad I don't. I know there's some pictures out there. My bad. I was like you got a reputation of just you do everything great, nice guy. Like like what are we missing? Or is you perfect?
Well, I mean,
What's the
I
speech
wish
flaw?
the people that's suing me right now presently, I wish they all thought the same as you just said.
Oh
I
wait a
got
minute,
people suing me. I got people coming at me in all types of ways. No,
Oh
I mean,
wow.
damn,
it's
bro, why you
drama.
getting sued?
I mean, it's business. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do things for 30 years and if you have success on the real, for real, for real, for real,
Uh-huh.
people come out the woodworks, man. Just
Yeah.
Like, what's the
is
dumbest shit you've been sued for? Can you
um
say?
no, I mean I can't say to be honest, but I would say that it's been tons of people just coming out the woodworks for various reasons,
Wow.
trying to sue, trying to see what they can get out of a scenario, and it's disheartening to say the least because a lot of times it's the closest people to you, you know what I'm saying? It's people that
Oh.
you know, and it doesn't make you feel great about people. I can tell you that.
Yeah, like I would definitely be like you just seem like to just kind of brush it off. No, I would hold on to that petty.
Yeah, I mean, no, I definitely don't try to hold on to it because especially now, like when I was younger,
Uh,
when I was in the 20s, early 20s, it used to wreck me because I'm like, how could you? But
Right.
now I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
This is cutthroat stuff out here. Like this business, lawyers are the most cutthroat people on the planet, so they love to provoke and push things that are just gonna divide friends and artists, peers up, and they know they're gonna make the most money out of all of this. So
yeah.
it's a lot of crooked business that goes on in the music world.
Yeah.
Mm.
It just is, you know.
Jobs, you
It
say
just
you
is.
say Petty with too much passion, bro. I seen
Hey, I would be, bro.
I can see it. I can see it in your face, bro. Like you love being petty.
I'm just,
But you know what? Like once you're petty, like you could be petty for a minute, and then after more and more stuff comes at you after a while, it's like, at least my experience is like, okay,
nope,
enough. You know what I'm saying?
nope.
Now I just gotta
Tell you, I come
just
from a long line of petty, bro.
right, exactly. You
Yeah,
got a deep well of petty ready.
man. My great grandmother, pettiest nigga on the planet.
There you go.
Extremely. I'm telling you, man.
Petty.
She definitely invented petty in at least one of the letters. Like extremely petty. Loved her to death, but she was. I remember distinctly her petty, and I was just a child.
Right.
Past. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I can't hold on. It just depends on what the situation is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
I'm
just
with you.
depends.
I can't hold on.
Yeah, I can't hold on to certain stuff for so long.
I'm trying to learn to be better
Too
and
much energy.
kind of because it's destructive. It's self-destructive.
That's exactly right. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
You
say.
know, and so I'm trying to be able to deal with situations a lot better.
I,
I ain't trying to yell and scream. I ain't gonna argue with you for hours on end. Just kind of move on from shit.
Yeah.
yeah. Facts.
You know, changing my diet ain't exactly working, so I had to change my mental.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway, man, it's always an honor and a privilege to chop it up with you too, bro.
Always,
Um,
man.
they want to purchase your music. They want to support speech. How do they get in contact with you?
So brotherspeech.com. Support it, man. I need you. Like support it, support it, support it. So my new solo album, Expansion, it's at brotherspeech.com. Arrested Development's new album, Don't Fight Your Demons, at brotherspeech.com. I got a full-length documentary that's on Amazon. It's on YouTube right now. It's called 16 Bars, where I go into the jail and I work with inmates. I film the whole thing. It's fire. Support that. It's at brotherspeech.com. I got another documentary called The Nigga Factory. It's on YouTube right now for free. Brotherspeech.com. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm raising money for people to go to college. $1 million raised, brotherspeech.com, all of that. Brotherspeech.com. I got a lot of things I'm doing right now.
You looking for beats? Like anybody sing you beats?
Yeah. Actually, I am. I'm looking for beats. Configure's my dude. We're always working together. I'm looking for more beats. Send them my way. Because we're writing a new Arrested Development record right now. Me and Configure getting on the boards again. This is incredible.
Yeah, shout out Configure, man.
Yeah. Shout out Configure. I want to hear a speech talking shit track though. Just saying, man. You gotta let these niggas know, man. Just once, like really, bro. I did this. Y'all my sons.
Have you heard Back Down yet on the new album, new Arrested Development?
No.
Okay, check that song out and check out the song called The Forsaken. So 2 songs on the new Don't Fight Your Demons album. I feel like I go there with that.
Okay,
I got you.
I feel the whole album's fire, but I'm saying Back Down, which is the first song on the record. And then the last song, actually, ironically, on the record is The Forsaken. I feel like I do everything you just said, like everything.
Yo, I swear when he was like, "Did you heard Back Down?" I was thought he was about to be like, "Yo, I'm rapping like fit, like I'm going like." I was maybe like, "Yo, words, like say word."
Check it out. I want you to tell me what you feel about it when you hear it. You know
I got you on that one. I'm gonna hit you up. Yeah. And Speech be fucking with us on IG too, man. That's pretty fucking dope, man.
Yep. All the time.
Only check that looks for us, you know. So
yeah.
Every time I see that shit, I be like, screenshot. It's Speech.
Well, real recognizes. For me, I like the vibe, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I stick with.
Word.
Now, well, you know, we've been doing this for a minute, man. That's my guy right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? Any one piece of advice before we're not gonna hold you up all day, man. But you know, for the youngest out there, man, when they hit you in the airport, man, what's the one piece of advice you shoot them?
Man, be original, man. Be original, because you are already. So you don't even have to work hard to do it. Just be your real self. If you coming out with music, be your real self, and let's see who that is, and let the world be moved by that.
Yo, matter of fact, and before we go, man, Bobby Shmurda, what are your thoughts?
I don't really have a lot of thoughts, to be honest.
I do have some thoughts on that one.
Man, Bobby Shmurda, king of New York, bro. Just give, you know what I mean? Yo, his face was on Madison Square Garden, man. Yeah, billboard. You know what I mean? Like if that ain't king of New York, then like I don't know what is, bro.
That guy is not somebody I want my grandkids looking at and being like, I want to be him.
Of course not.
I don't understand.
Of course not.
I just don't understand how so many adults with children are like, oh, Bobby Shmurda is out. Why should I give a fuck that Bobby Shmurda is out when there are some kids about to graduate from college and gonna come home to no party, no celebration, get a job, nigga, so you can get out of my house.
Yo,
that's the
realest shit. That's the realest shit ever. You're totally right about that.
Yeah, and it's no knock against Bobby Shmurda. I got a lot of respect, like from a street aspect. respect that dude to the fullest. Like you
Yeah.
took it for your team. You know, you did what you had to do, and you a stand up guy. But from a grown man with children and grandchildren aspect, I don't want my kids to see this nigga, let alone look up to this nigga at this point. Like you just got out the joint. You should not be getting celebrated. And then the first thing you do is get a boatload of white chicks.
You saying that shit because you can't smurder dance. That's why you saying it.
Bruh, I've seen the video. And not only that, like y'all acting like dude had like he's the biggest artist ever. Like he had one song. From that standpoint, I just don't.
That's a big ass song, man. That's a huge song.
You know what it is? New York it's just looking so bad because of Tekashi that they need this.
You're right about that too. You're right about that too, yeah.
You know, so he like reaping the benefits of Tekashi being like the anti-street dude.
Absolutely. He ain't said nothing yet. He don't gotta say nothing.
Yeah. But I just don't, man. Come on, man. We got to be better, man. It's a lot of
it's goofy, man. Like I think it's the music. It's the music, bro. Like, all right, it used to be random old head niggas just screaming out G Unit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the music.
I never seen no
like,
50-year-old screaming out G Unit. But okay, now maybe.
Seriously though, like yo, I knew old people who knew "Get Rich or Die Trying," bro.
Really? When it came out?
Yes.
What old people was you hanging with?
I know old people know NBA YoungBoy songs right now, bro.
It makes sense.
No lie, I'm serious. It's
what
just
type of old people are you hanging out with?
I live in Baltimore, yo. I live in Baltimore, man. Chill out. You know what I mean? Chill out. Chill out. Watch your mouth, yo. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm just saying, it be a young boy, bro.
I think it's buffoonery, you know, but you know.
Yeah. I just think it's interesting, man.
Yeah.
My bad. I just kind of wanted thoughts on that one.
Oh, good.
Man, I love black people, man. We gotta do better.
Me too.
You know, go buy a speech CD. Some good music.
Expansion. Don't fight your demons.
All right, feed your soul. You know, please. Anyway, on that note, man, truly appreciate your time and your wisdom as always, bruh. It has been an honor and a privilege to conversate with you, King. And if there's anything we could ever, I don't know, possibly do for you, let me know, man. We got you.
Always,
absolutely.
Brothers. Thank you, man.
Salute, man. Thank you for coming through again. Salute, bro. Salute.
Peace.
All right, Ron. He's a silly dude, man. Very. I love having conversations with him, man.
Talking about speech.
Yeah.
Good brother, man. Good brother.
Yeah.
Good brother.
I was surprised at the Eminem answer, though.
I was very surprised. I
know you were. I knew you were hurt too.
Listen, I don't hate Eminem. I hate the way you represent Eminem. Like you just like
yo, like, bro, I can see your whole body just like, oh my god.
Yo, I was like, I was a little bit like I was kind of like halfway smiling, and I was like,
oh my goodness, when he said that, man, I'm telling you, I should have did the schmutty dance then.
I was just like this. I said, this nigga.
Oh my goodness, bro, you silly, man. I do, man. That shit was hilarious, man.
I was shocked by that, but I respect his stance on it. Like he's more realistic about it than you, which I respect.
I'm realistic about it.
He broke it down to a science. He's saying like my man is better than Ghostface Killer in freestyle battle rap. I could believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see that. I've never seen Ghostface Killer freestyle battle rap. That's more realistic.
You don't even know what the nigga be saying half the time, bro.
That nigga's a Detroit legend, and this nigga's a Detroit legend.
You don't even know what Ghostface means.
Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here.
Says anything in a New York accent and niggas buy it. Like Head Ice. Just
You
literally
just
said
don't understand.
anything, say ice, and niggas,
No. Hey, look, hold up. You see, if you take the N out of nice, you get ice. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that's just fire, my nigga. Like, it don't matter. And listen, it don't matter what you say, it's how you say it. And Head Ice can rap. Like, Head Ice have some hit or miss shit. I'm not gonna say and tell you he don't, but I ain't gonna tell you that Head Ice not fire. I fuck with Head Ice. Cause he talk that talk. I like the way he talk for real.
all right, bro. I gotta get up out of here, man.
Man, shout out to Wolf, man.
Head Ice is horrible.
Ice.
Whatever, man. What else? What else you got, bro?
What?
What else you got?
All right, man. Yeah. Shout out the homie Speech, man, for coming through again. Dope build. And follow me on IG at striving for perfection _43. I'll follow back. We have, bro, what's homie name, man? I just want to blank. Sincere to Love God. We got some Sincere to Love God coming through next week, man. Check us out. Follow bro on IG. And holla at us tomorrow. We got the water cooler tomorrow, 7 p.m. That's it, man. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
All right, no doubt. And wear a mask too, man. Shit ain't over. Don't forget, check us out at liberationmindedmedia.com. Oh, and if you want to find us in handcrafted jewelry, make sure you go to mrochelle.com as well. On that note, man, definitely appreciate Speech for chopping it up with us, man. Shout out to you, bro. And we out,
Bro.
man.
Peace.